It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Marcus Peters.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
Well, partner, you know my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Tannehill to the air right off the bat. That's complete to DK Metcalf. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 18 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Set to throw is Morgan. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams, the former #6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if we're not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back.
Hello,
after
ladies.
the
How are
sack.
you?
2nd and 19. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one caught by Travis
What
Kelce.
am I giggling about?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
I was watching SpongeBob rap.
Tannehill. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Stevenson now on 1st
How did they
and 10.
go?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down. Morgan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Not an easy spot here, and they'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Does my audio sound good?
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Tannehill. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll have midfield to the 49-yard line. Now Tannehill. Slant around, that's complete. Travis Kelce. And he will get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally, third, just going to be a simple chain move. Picks up the 1st down and then some.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly
I think this should be
big
better.
man
No?
who just made a big play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to Mooney. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Tannehill. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up
I appreciate the help.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't return this. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Vegas
I don't have Police Simulator yet. That's why we haven't played it yet. I don't have it on PC yet.
We still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
I know you don't play single-player games, but I got it early for you, so like you could kind of like get your feet wet, like maybe off stream to see if you like it or not.
Need of 6 yards here if they hope to
but you see how I played, so I want to see if you like it before we invest time into it.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this is something you don't see too much
okay.
Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
You can share your screen and I can watch it from there.
Its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm probably going to get it next. week.
He'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I got to see if my if they allow my PC to use the streaming or not.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Raiders at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile.
Well, actually, I could ask Arth
to win away from home.
I could ask Arth to try to run it
these
through
types of games,
because I gave him my
experiences and carry that into the
Shadow
contest.
PC information. I can have him see if he can run it and see if he has any issues.
1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I was trying to do something nice.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Morgan. He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Play action with Morgan. And it's caught.
It is a reason to be nice.
Just a couple yards shy of the end
I'm
zone.
trying to change my life around.
On third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal
Trying to be less robotic.
Get you the lead.
My heart grew two sizes too big that as the saying go, whatever.
That throw's going to keep the drive alive, and even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Stevenson. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Stevenson again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll run with Stevenson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I completely did read that out of order.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone.
But
in this situation,
we doing for the King tonight?
And I think it was a smart move.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw there complete to Mooney. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. That's good.
Okay, you want me to put it on the
incomplete.
want it to be scheduled, correct?
Third down tonight. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert.
Okay.
I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell
I got
us
at least 2 hours of content that I got to stream today. I don't know what they're going to be, but
thought they could exploit them, unable to
I don't know how long
so
it takes you to do that. But
that'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Raiders heading out to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
are you streaming tonight or not? Or you just doing behind the
From the
scenes stuff?
39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now Morgan. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Okay.
Here's Morgan to throw.
Did you do your farm together already?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this offense comes back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Tannehill's throw here complete to Kelsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. There's Mooney with another catch. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 29, Morgan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
The break as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Saquon Barkley. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Marcus Mariota, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35 on 2nd down. Morgan, out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Morgan. Man open, here is Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown.
That was the hardest touchdown to get I've ever seen. Especially only going 1 yard.
Touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Dobbins running out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Back to throw, Tannehill. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter.
And some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep
He was definitely out of bounds, but this ain't out of stupid, so they're going to give it to him.
And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. The kick by Elliott is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So here are the Raiders now to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Set to throw is Morgan. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception.
I hate this quarterback. I swear to God, when the season's over, so is he.
Changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The Raiders on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
How long it takes him to throw to a person that's wide open in front of him.
He's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Morgan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. To throw is Tannehill. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Dobbins. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now London down by 10. A little under a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Morgan's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now Morgan able to find Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Morgan steps away to his left.
Oh, my God.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile,